everybody, this is FigureEmUp. Welcome back to another figure review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Anime Mythos / Beast Deities. They keep changing their name. But this is their Sun Wukong figure. So this is just Goku. I have version, what was it? Crap. 003 here, I think. Something like that. But you get two boxes here. One with the actual figure body inside and the accessories. And then you have one with the head sculpt. I mean, it is a head sculpt, hair sculpt, and the face plates. So starting off with the boxes for these are just, I mean, it's not even for what you're getting. So I'm just gonna go over these really quickly, show you everything. If you wanna watch. If not, skip forward a little bit. Yeah, there it is, MA03, Sun Wukong Silver Armor. So they do have the Super Saiyan version, oh wait, crap. I don't know. I know this one is the ugly one that everyone was talking about, where it's like the Super Saiyan blue, but it also comes with like the false Super Saiyan hair and face that was really ugly. This one is like the most widely praised, the Ultra Instinct one. That one's Super Saiyan. That one, I don't know what that one is, but Sun Wukong, whatever, Anime Mythos Anime, whatever you want to say. Yeah, that is basically it for the box of the figure. Let's go ahead and do the box for the head sculpt, just so you can see. It says it's a pen holder. Warning, Z03. Little cute illustrations of the faceplates there. Other than that, nothing much else. So that is basically it for the boxes. Let's go ahead and move on to the actual figure. Okay, so let's get this guy out of his box and get into the actual figure itself. So this does not look like Goku right now. And let me tell you why that is. So third-party companies, you know how they hate to, that's interesting. You know how they hate to, you know, get raided by Bandai for stealing their characters, their licensed characters. So what a lot of companies are doing now, they're making these figures look not like the original characters, and then you kind of just creatively put the pieces together to make your own character. So with the upper body here, you can see that he has this silver monkey head. Literally just pop that off, that simple. For the hands, you can see he has these hands with fur on them, which we do not want. So we can literally just take those off, throw those over there. And then for this chest piece, which we also do not want, you can just slide off the bottom like so. Let's just lift up the arm for this. You can slide off the bottom like so, and then kind of shimmy it down over the shoulder. And there you go, you have the full upper torso for our Sun Wukong Goku figure. The pants definitely aren't that bad. It just had this loosely on there, and like you saw at the beginning, it wasn't even connected. But yeah, it just sits on there, so we don't need that either. And then you can see right here we have these monkey feet. These should, if I'm not mistaken, just pop off like that. Perfect. You can see the peg is still in there. And then for this one, let's pop it off. Perfect. Okay, so they are both off now, and we will get to the feet in just a second. But for now, okay, so yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys. There is a second tray of accessories here. I know this is getting cluttered, but just bear with me. We are going to open this second tray here and what all this guy has to actually offer. So I can get this open. There we go. Just trying not to make it super noisy. Okay, let me set this to the side. So right here, I'm gonna start off with these just because they're the most necessary. We have Goku's shoes. Goku's shoes. So let's go ahead and throw those on the figure here. Let's see, this one is yep, that looks right. So just line those up with the actual joint itself and then just push in. This can be a little bit difficult, but there we go, got it. There's that fit on. And then for this one, just line it up with the actual joint so you can see the joint is moving on that range right there. And just, come on. You might need a hairdryer for this if yours has some QC issues, but mine doesn't, so there we go, I felt it go in. Now he has his shoes on, so it's not just random monkey feet. Now let's go ahead and let's start with the belt. So with these pieces, you actually have the option to make him look like the Goku from the Tournament of Power, or you can make it look like the Goku from the Moro arc, where he has the Galactic Patrol vest. So let me just quickly put these together here. And, well, crap. Okay. As you can see, orange goes under the blue like that. Then you just slide this onto here. If it'll go on, come on, please. Okay, maybe it actually just sits on there. Sorry, I just got this figure like a couple of minutes ago, so I am not very well versed in how it works. And I know you're like, oh my gosh, FigureEmUp, you should know how your figures work before you show them off. Also, I'm gonna pop these two pieces together. But no, what really hypes me up about this is a lot about this hobby is just showing these off to you guys. So yeah, I definitely, that's one of the first things on my priority list when I get a new figure, is to show it off to you guys. But this does not want to go on for some reason. I don't know how this fits. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Okay, so I was doing it correctly, but it was just a very, very tight fit for the plug in the legs to plug into the bottom of the chest. But that does look great. It's a great sculpt. The blue goes on top, the orange goes on bottom. You can see the rest of the belt there that isn't ripped. It looks great. I mean, the musculature is great. You can see this little spot right here where he has well, actually, I don't know what that is because I have not read past the Moro arc. So that is what I'm on right now. And I know that it happens there, but I don't know what it is. So hopefully we will find that out eventually with the new Dragon Ball Super Galactic Patrol anime coming out. I am super excited for that, by the way. But anyways, let's get back to the accessories. So after that, we do have, let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna clean up some. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have everything cleaned up a bit here. Next up, these are a little bit hard to get out, but I will show you guys because I just love you so much. You have two plain Goku wristbands. Hold on, let me get the camera to focus. You have two plain Goku wristbands, just completely normal, undamaged. And those just slide over the wrist of the figure. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I am going to be using these ones, which are actually torn up and kind of shredded. So for these are really simple. You just take the arm right here and you just push them on down. The wider opening goes towards the forearm, shorter opening goes towards the wrist. So you can see right here, wider opening, narrower opening, wider opening on the forearm. Just slide it right over the peg, kind of twist it on there if you need to. And now those two little wristbands are on. Now for the next set of accessories. Let's go ahead and do these. We have a beautifully sculpted crossed arms effect piece, and this plugs into the shoulders. So let me go to that right now, and I don't know what I was about to say. Let me just transition to it. Okay, so taking these crossed armed effect pieces down to their basic level, this one doesn't have a hand, this one does, and it has another hand sculpted right here. You can see that this one has two peg holes up here, this one has a peg and a peg hole down here. So you literally just take the shoulders, bend them in like that, and then just align those peg holes and push down, and boom, you have a crossed arm. The shoulder popped out. Oh my gosh. I'm about to comment on this in just a second, but hold on, let me fix this. Here we go. All right, try again. Don't you dare do it again. Thank you, good. Okay, so to be frank, this looks great. This crossed arm sculpt, it looks amazing. Like you can see he has the hand up here, he has the hand here. The shoulders are, you know, a great addition. Arms are super buff. It looks great, the crossed arm sculpt does. But every single one of these should not be connected. It just dropped. Should not be connected at the elbow like a lot of these are. Even SH Figure Arts does it. They should not be. The shoulders should be removable, and it should be the entire shoulder on the arm piece, not just the bicep. That is my opinion, and that is the correct opinion. If you disagree, I don't care, like and subscribe anyway. But anyways, I'm gonna get that other arm and we will move on to the next set of accessories, which I think you guys are also really gonna like, just like the rest of this figure. You all are liking this, right? I'm loving this. Let's keep going. Okay, finally I got these arms back on. Every single one of these should be connected at the shoulders because I just spent a whole freaking hour trying to get these bicep pieces back on, and now they squeak. So that's great. But for these pieces, This is to look like the Galactic Patrol arc, I guess you'd call it. So let me go ahead and transition to those on the figure now. Okay, fair warning, pick one of these looks and stick with it, because this is not a task for the for the impatient person. Like, this is the state I'm at right now, trying to literally just swap this piece out for this one right here. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. Now, like I said, I think this look suits this figure so much better than the Tournament of Power little like ripped belt piece, ripped off shirt. Also, I just don't have a Galactic Patrol outfit Goku in my collection yet, so this guy is a great addition just for this little jacket. The jacket is made out of a soft rubber, so the ab crunch is not hindered by it, but sneak peek of articulation. Anyways, before we get into the articulation and before we get into the articulation and the next thing of accessories we have for this figure, I'm actually going to go ahead and put the head on so I can show you guys what that looks like. So let's go ahead and get that box out right. Okay, for all of you guys who have been patiently waiting, that is finally time to get Goku his hair. So let's go ahead and get this out of the thing here. And we have two things. I'm gonna set the box aside. We have a set of hair sculpts and a set of face plates. So first off, let's look at these hair sculpts. Now these are beautiful, 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 beautiful head sculpts. You have the Master Ultra Instinct one. Really reminds me of the SH Figuarts Toyotaro edition Ultra Instinct Goku hair. Yeah, just beautifully sculpted, a great shine to it. I don't know if it comes across as well on camera, but absolutely beautiful hair. And same thing for the UI sign. This one has black and then silver at the tips and a silver reflection throughout. Looks absolutely amazing. Same as the MUI one, except in a different color. So for today's video, let's go ahead and look at the MUI hair first. So let's set this aside while we go to the faceplate so we can actually have Goku looking like Goku. Now they do just come in a baggie, so if you're the type of person who likes to keep the clamshells and keep all the faceplates in there, you are not going to have that opportunity with this figure. But let's just go through these faceplates one by one and see what we have here. So first one, we have hold on, let me get the camera to focus. Come on, focus. There we go, perfect. We have a closed eyes UI sign faceplate. Looks great. We have a wide open screaming faceplate for Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. We have a gritting teeth and looking to the side expression for Ultra Instinct Goku. We have a frowning face for Ultra Instinct Goku, or kind of neutral, I guess you'd call it. We have a neutral and looking to the side face for UI sign. We have another kind of neutral head sculpt for Ultra Instinct. Where was the one before? That's not it. I want to take a look at the difference between these two, because like I said, I just got this figure a couple of minutes ago, so I have no clue what the difference is here. This one just looks angrier. Like, this one looks like kind of just like a resting facial expression. This one looks angrier. You can see the eyebrows are more angled. That frown is a little bit just deeper. So very minute difference, but still a difference nonetheless. We have a closed eyes MUI head sculpt. This is probably the one that I'm going to use just so you guys can see how good that looks on there. We have a frowning UI sign face. We have a frowning and looking to the other side UI sign face. I can't talk. We have a gritting teeth UI sign face. We have a looking down UI Goku faceplate. Love those. And then we have a screaming UI sign faceplate, which I didn't mention, but the mouth is sculpted. All the paint looks great. Every single one of these looks amazing. But like I said, for the demonstration for the Mastered Ultra Instinct hair, I'm going to use this closed-eyed faceplate. So basically, you just take the bangs off like this. You take your faceplate and then line it up with these little pegs right here. Make sure it's sat in there very, very firmly, I've learned. And then you take your bang pieces, and this can be a little bit finicky, so I might have to go off camera for just a second here, but you have to line this up pretty well for it to fit. Okay, yeah, let me take this off camera for just a second. Please wait, don't leave the video. Please, 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 please. Don't click off. Look, I'm almost done. Please just wait. You're still there, right? You're still there? Okay, perfect. Ta-da, it's done. So literally just push that into there. It can be a little bit finicky, like I said, but you have your mastered UI faceplate. And finally, after all this time waiting, you guys get to, if this won't pop off, oh my gosh, this is what I'm saying. Faceplates are gonna be horrible, 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 horrible. Come on. Please, can I just show my community this awesome figure? Please, please go back together. Okay, thank you. Now, I recommend pushing down on the bang piece while you're pushing this in, and make sure you have the neck peg lined up pretty well with that hole back there before pressing down. Oh, come on, please. No, please don't mess up this recording. I've spent so long already. You guys do not know how many times I record or like re-record these videos for you all. Sometimes these take days because, oh my gosh, stuff like this happens. Hold on, 2 seconds. Whoa, why is this so hard? Hey, yo, hold on. Okay, finally, I got it onto the actual figure body. Now we will just put this on separately and hope and pray that it will work. Please, please, everyone's waiting on me. Do not embarrass me like this, bro, please. Oh my gosh, this thing does not want to cooperate. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hold on, please give me 2 seconds. Please don't leave. My viewer retention rate is dropping as we speak right now. Okay, my opinion on this figure is also dropping as we speak right now. But maybe it's going up once you see that the head sculpt is on and he looks great. Oh my gosh, he looks amazing. Wow. So he does not have hands right now, but we will fix that in just a second. He looks amazing. This head sculpt on this figure looks great. The shading all across the body, the little ripped jacket here, everything looks amazing. The tearing on the pants, scrapes, everything all look great. I love this so much. Even that really highly detailed in the print. All sorts of shading on the back here. Amazing. It looks so, so, so good. I'm not going to do the UI sign head sculpt just because you guys saw how hard that was. But let me grab some hands for this guy and we will start on articulation. Okay, let me make you guys a final little deal right here. We're going to wrap up this guy's articulation, go on to his hands. I will do my final little spiel about everything, and then I will let you go from this amazing video, okay? This video is amazing, all right? But anyways, like and subscribe, please. I'm begging you. But anyways, let's get on to this guy's articulation. So starting at the top, as we always do, head range is 360 for this head sculpt and the UI sign head sculpt. You have side to side that far and that far. He looks up that far and looks down that far, which is very good actually. You do have the neck range back and forth there. For the shoulders, let's go to shoulders. We have let's go to butterfly joints actually. Butterfly joints go in very, very far. Very good range on the butterfly joints. You can say that. See that extending there. That's forward range. For backwards butterfly joint range, goes back really far too. So you have some really, really good range with these butterfly joints. For the actual shoulder itself, 360 degree rotation as always. You have a 90 degree pivot up to there. Pretty good, maybe a little bit above 90 degrees. Turning sideways or the other way, obviously you can go higher. But yeah, nice little 360 degree rotation right there. Good little pivot. For the bicep, we just do have a 360 degree swivel here. For the elbow, double jointed elbows, this is on a kind of 3.5 body, I would say, but you do have double jointed elbows. So if the camera would focus, please, you have a joint right there at the forearm and up here closer to the bicep, tricep area. That is it for the arms. For the torso, this is going to be a little bit hindered by this shirt piece, but I am not putting the little ripped belt piece back on because you saw how hard that was. So, or wait, no, you didn't, but it was very difficult. Forward ab crunch with the shirt on goes about that far, which is still really good for having that hindering it. And back crunch also really still good for having the shirt hindering it. There we go, that's what I was trying to say. For the side to side here with the shirt on, you have that much to the side. Not the best, but obviously if you take that off, it will be better. Side to side there. For the torso, you do have a 360-degree rotation, or hips, I guess. And then for the legs, let's go ahead and do the splits, find out how far this guy can split. So as always, make sure to be careful, making sure that this doesn't intersect with the hip piece, it actually goes under it. Can almost hit a full split just like that. Let's see if we turn the legs. So if we go forward, then out. Side split, I guess front split still, but with that side joint out, you can get a full 90-degree split. Very, very good. For the forward range, you just saw, goes more than 90 degrees forward. Really, really good range. For the backwards range, doesn't go any backwards normally besides that far. You have to actually twist it around this little piece right here. Then he can go up. Wow, that's very good actually. He can go up that far, which it is out to the side a little bit, but hey, who can complain? I can't, I'm a figure reviewer. I don't get sponsored or given these figures for free, by the way, in any of these videos. These are all bought with my own money. So I try to be as neutral and tell you guys the most honest truth as possible. Moving on to the thigh swivel, always 360 degree. For the knee joint, for this one with the cloth covering it, goes that far. Double knee joint, you have decent enough range, more than you'll ever need. This one does feel a little bit stiff, and for this one, it feels a little bit loose, so that's just something I noticed. But not a huge deal breaker, can still stand in everything. This one double jointed as well, goes same distance, I guess. All the ripping looks incredible here, by the way. But for the foot, we do not have the shin articulation that comes with the new Games Begin Goku and Daima figures. We do have very good shoe articulation though. So moving the shoe or foot forward this far, backward, let's see if I can't move it. Yeah, there we go. Backward that far, and you can see there's that independent ball joint. Moving down, very, very good range down. Moving up, not good at all. I mean, you can go that far up if you push this joint back. For the side to side kind of pivot, you do have a decent range, nothing crazy, but good enough for what you'll need. Let's see, what else is there? Obviously you have 360 degree rotation right here. And then for the boot, which the under sculpted detail, I love this. I know nobody else cares, but I love whenever companies do this and they sculpt the underside of the boot instead of just putting like plain black in their logo. Like, I love that. But yeah, so for the toe articulation, goes up that far and down absolutely none. So that is basically it for the articulation. Let me drag you guys through these hands, and then I will send you guys off on your jolly way. I lied. I have an accessory that I missed. Hold on. Let me grab it. Kablam. Okay, so let me just dump this out. We have a staff for the monkey hand. He doesn't actually come with a staff holding hand, but it's nice to have, you know, if you have another character who wields a staff and you just want them to use it. And you also have a Kamehameha effect, which you saw I just spilled all over the place. Let me quickly put this thing together while I go ahead and talk to you guys, so we can just skip the outro and get you guys out of here as soon as possible to, well, I don't know, maybe go buy this figure if you're thinking it's looking pretty good. But yeah, I'm really thankful for all the support you guys have shown my channel recently. I think one of my most recent long form videos, the Cammy One Gogeta Blue review, got 1,000 views, and that was my first ever long form video to pass 1,000 views. So I am super duper thankful for you guys. You guys mean so much to me, and I love enjoying this community with you all. I have been a part of this community for the past, let's say, 3 years now, and it has been some of the best parts of my life. But this Kamehameha effect looks incredible. You have a ripple effect across the surface of the ball, and all of these look great. And obviously, if I can find it, let me find it, hold on. You have right here a peg hole for Goku's hand, which we will look at in just a second. But, oh, well, you know these, they fall apart easy. It's not my fault, or the company's. Well, I guess it is the company's fault, but there's not much else you can do. But it looks great. Moving on to the hands, you have 2 sets of splayed out, just kind of open hands. Look great. Key blasting hands, I guess you'd call it. You have, stay down. You have 2 sets of the peg hole hands, which will plug into the Kamehameha effect in the spot I just showed you. You have 2 sets of resting hands, which I really like. Every Goku figure should come with these. Yeah, they look great. I love these actually, because MUI Goku does this all the time, especially in the Muro arc art I've seen. Yeah, it looks great. I took the fist out of these holes right here earlier to show you guys the full figure before I moved on. So that is what they are for. And then right here we have his kind of just fighting stance hand. If I can get this out of the clamshell, there we go. His fighting stance hands look really good. Basic, just 3.0. And then finally, before I send you guys off, we have just some gripping Kamehameha hands. So everything looks super duper great. Overall, this figure is a blast. I love this guy. He was quite expensive, I think. I got him on Mercari actually for around $90, but most listings I've seen put him at around $120. I would not pay that much for this figure, but if you can find a listing like I did for under $100, I would definitely pick him up if you're a fan of Goku. Some of his proportions are a little bit off. I've seen a lot of people complain about that, but it doesn't necessarily bother me. Yeah, I just love this guy. He's buff, he's huge. I'm a huge fan of Ultra Instinct. I don't have anyone with this, any Gokus with the Moro jacket yet. But yeah, I absolutely love this guy. I think you should definitely pick him up if you have the opportunity to. Yeah, that is basically it. Thank you guys. Just thank you so much. You guys have been such a joy to have on my channel, and I really appreciate all the support. So if you wouldn't mind, go down, hit subscribe, hit like, comment something nice. I always try and respond to all the comments. I love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, night, evening, whatever it is you celebrate. I don't know. It's too late for this. I'm getting tired. I will see you guys later. This has been FigureEmUp.